Hi folks, and welcome to the Fimmelmilk channel, and I'm in the forest again, just a little distance away from the place I showed you the other day where Rochtenz were growing. And for those that are new on the channel, the Stenz is a stick where some honeysuckle vine grew through and creating a sort of a spiral deformation, which is I find really beautiful. And I think I promised you to show you something I'm working on at the moment, and well, here it is. The stick is made from hazel, and well, I want to tell you some maybe interesting facts, and maybe some hacks how to choose a walking stick. I will make another video on walking sticks because that's a really big topic for me, and really love walking sticks. But I want to show you something, some thoughts I have about making this one. And this is not supposed to be a fighting stick, because hazel is pretty resilient and would do in a pinch, but everything would do. And know my stance on self-defense. Be elsewhere. That's the best self-defense. But this is supposed to be a hiking stick, and you need to keep in mind what a hiking stick does and what it should do. This is a hiking stick, not a staff. A staff is a whole different matter, but I want to tell you how I personally choose my walking sticks. First things first, I want to add some stag antler and maybe a sleeve of copper or nickel silver or something. Not decided yet. Need to find something, or make something. I hear that pretty decent aftermarket sleeves, decorative sleeves also. So maybe I will do something like that. What I also did was I added an aftermarket tip. The tip is made from a nickel-plated steel, and it is pretty. I've used them on a lot of walking sticks, and really no problem at all. I glued it on and added the provided nail with it. There's a nail provided with it, so that is so. What I want to say is this tip adds a little bit of weight to the end, and so currently the balance point of the stick is like so, which would be perfect for a fighting staff or something, but not so ideal for a hiking stick. Because what a hiking stick does is, you should choose it if you purchase a hiking stick. It should, first thing is, if you take it like so, it should be a little bit like a pendulum, and for that you need sort of a counterweight at the end, and this leads to a balance point around this area or something. If you see, the pivot point is somewhere here, rather than that. Also, the length should be, if you look at that, if I put my grip it like I'm normally would grip it, if I apply some force and my wrist is straight or halfway straight, and I grip it like so, the angle between your upper arm and your lower arm should be about 110, 115 degrees Celsius, no, geometrical degrees. So this is the angle where you could apply the most force and therefore get the most support out of your walking stick. And a lot of times you see people on the webs creating hiking staffs and or druid staffs, and they are like whole trees. Don't do this. This is because you are the one wanting to hike with it, and trust me, I made the same mistake. This is why I tell you that the stick should be depending on the wood. With hazel I choose a little greater diameter, but if you got holly or blackthorn, or there are some shillelaghs, historical shillelaghs you can see in Irish museums that are pretty thin. They also got the nasty thorns on, and that makes them really whippy, and this would have been a really nasty weapon. So don't mistake diameter with effectiveness, even in a fighting stick. Well, this isn't. And you know my stance on self-defense. The best self-defense is don't be where the self-defense happens. Be elsewhere. And no better way to go hiking, because normally less arseholes. So enough said. Well, this is what I want to do with this. Also needs a little bit of cleaning up, and maybe some protective layers of maybe some varnish. I make my own varnish, as you know, which might bring out the grain even better. Maybe I even burn the surface a little bit, which might add to some rustic flair. But I'm not yet decided whether or not to do this. A hiking staff is a different matter, and I will make. It's not the last thing you have seen on this channel about hiking sticks and staffs. But this is a stick meant to provide you with a little bit of marching aid. And this is, by the way, also the angle you should adjust your Nordic walking poles to, because they would be far more effective that way. It's not a lot of time you see people like, and that's not how it works actually. So you can actually take that leaf out of the book of Nordic Walkers, and I'm not too fond of them because a lot of them are a little bit funny, but I dare say they think the same about me. But this actually works as hinge for walking long distances. And really, don't choose too big a diameter. With